Hello everyone. It's me, that divination witch. I hope you're doing well. I am here to explain to you guys what is coming to my Patreon in 2025. You may be seeing this video on YouTube. If you are, hello. I have linked all the details below. If you're seeing this on Patreon itself, hello as well. And I appreciate every single one of you. This is my plan for 2025, coming to the Hekate tier. I'm dubbing the year 2025 the year of the dark goddess, the year of the dark feminine. And we're going to be embarking on some sort of journey together, on a path working together throughout the annual calendar year. We're going to be exploring different archetypes of the divine feminine and the dark feminine, because the dark feminine is often misrepresented in mainstream media, in mainstream social media, and in some occult circles as well. The dark feminine is said to be some sort of Jezebel spirit, a succubus, is said to be some sort of lustful siren and things like this. Yes, some people use that side of the dark feminine as an empowering thing, of course, but not everyone does. And that isn't all it means to be part of the dark feminine. You hear these people talk about the dark mother like Hekate herself. And while Hekate is a multifaceted and complex being, she isn't just evil. She isn't just dark and all these things these occultists want to say she is. She is capable of evil things, of course. But that is not all she is. She is compassionate. The dark feminine is compassionate, as well as it being confronting and a primal sort of force of nature. The dark feminine is life, it is death, it is rage, it is comfort, it is motherhood, and it is being female. And this doesn't just apply to females. This is beyond gender identity, okay? This is not exclusive to womanhood, because we all have masculine and feminine in us. And so I feel really drawn this year to be doing this, and I'm going to give you a little brief overview of what to expect. So each month I'm going to be picking an archetype. I thought, how can I work this out, okay? So we're going to break it down into archetypes of the dark feminine. And we're going to be starting off in January with the wild woman. That's what I've dubbed it as. And the wild woman is the unapologetic, almost feral, primal side of being in your dark feminine energy. I'm thinking of goddesses like Agraboda and Kali and Sekhmet and Morrigan, you know, those that can embody the feminine rage, but also show compassion. They are all about living to your fullest potential. And that's where we're starting with to kick off the new year. I will be covering other archetypes like the seductress, which I've got here for February. And I suppose that's covering things like this siren sort of energy. I'm covering more primal dark forces as well, like personifications literally of darkness, personifications of forces of nature, and how nature is feminine, and that even Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever you want to call her, has to have some darkness in her as well. It's defense as well. We're going to be talking about rebirth. We're going to be talking about the crone years in life. We're going to be talking about kind of the great mother, like I mentioned, Gaia. We're going to be talking about feminine rage itself. And also I've got scapegoat here as well. We're going to be talking about dark feminine to do with death, to do with things coming to an end, necessary change. We're going to be talking about the dark feminine linked with the colder months of the year and the wheel of the year and the cycles of nature. And we're going to be covering witchcraft and the witchy sort of archetype, like Hekate, like Medea and Circe and these sorceresses, these fantastically powerful women that have kind of been, until recent times, brushed to the wayside, and they deserve to be talked about. And if you think to the witchcraft trials, not just of Salem, because it wasn't just Salem, it was across the world, especially Europe, all these trials, these so-called witches as scapegoats are, people condemned of witchcraft and consorting with the devil in his dark. And but is it really? Is it really? Well, we're going to be covering all these things. We're going to be covering really what the dark feminine means and what it can do for us as well, because it is empowering in many ways. It helps us set boundaries. It helps us feel good about ourselves. It helps us help one another and show compassion. And compassion not just in they're there, in an excusable kind of fashion, in a, no, I'm going to be cruel to be kind in a way, like tough love and practical love. And it helps us lift the veil from our eyes as to the reality of things. So, if you're interested, we will be covering a theme each month to do with the dark feminine, different archetypes like I explored there. We will be going through group calls. We'll be coming together kind of like a coven. Nothing to do with hierarchy though. None of that BS. None of that ego-driven stuff. This is all about helping one another. So we'll be having group sessions on Zoom, calls, discussing things. We might touch on shadow work topics. We might touch on rituals and meditations and path workings. And honestly, this is all about this year to step into our power. That's what this is about. To create something where like-minded people who want to truly embrace the dark feminine and not just in a vapid kind of way, to truly explore with these amazing goddesses and archetypes that can help us as well. To truly get to the nitty-gritty of things, this is for you if you are wanting to do that. So if you want to step into your power, be unapologetically yourself, then come join us on Patreon. And if you're already on Patreon, thank you. Nothing changes for the other tiers, okay? I'll still be posting some other things as and when I can, all right? But this is going to be the main focus for this year, the main driver. Check out other workshops on my Patreon too. I've already got a Hekate one, and I've got a witchcraft one coming out for brand new beginners, everything you need to know before starting magic. And yeah, I hope to see you there, guys. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay witchy.